I heard from Dad. Congrats on your marriage. You guys got the marriage license today, right?
Thanks, Stacy. We just got back from the city hall. We're officially a family now. I baked a cake for today, so the three of us should eat it tonight.
Huh? Why would I eat cake with you? I'll eat it in my room, so just bring it up. I'm not eating at the same table as a housemaid.
What?
You finally got a maid, huh? It took longer than expected.
Stacy, when you say housemaid, are you referring to me?
Who else would I be talking about? You married my dad, which means you are now my personal maid.
I'm not a maid. I'm your new mother. We're gonna live together as a family. Why would you do something so hurtful and call me a housemaid?
What's so hurtful about that? I have never considered you as a mother since the start. You're nothing but a housemaid in my eyes.
Huh?
Starting next year, I'll be focusing on getting into college. I really want to put all of my focus into studying, but if I was alone with just Dad, I would have had to focus on cleaning and stuff as well. Plus, getting a good tutor would be tough on Dad, so getting a maid who also has money really helps out.
And so you're trying to say that I'm that person. You were really supportive of our marriage, but that was your end goal.
Yes, exactly that. Thanks for marrying my dad so quickly and for becoming my personal maid.
What?
Oh, come on, don't be like that. Every mother is practically a housemaid in their family. So that's why you can just stay quiet and do your job as a maid. Just don't act like an actual mother with me. Remember, you're nothing more than just a housemaid. You're only here to take care of the house and give us money. Hey Ashley, there wasn't enough money for my tutoring fee, so I just took $500 from your wallet.
Hang on, I gave you money for that last week.
Oh, did you? Well then I guess I'll just keep this as my allowance for this month.
I gave that to you as well. Give me that money back. And stop taking money from my wallet like that.
Shut up! Jeez. I already used up my allowance, so it can't be helped. If you don't want me to take money from your wallet, then increase my allowance.
I give you $200 a month. If that's not enough, then you really need to think about how you're spending your money.
Huh? Are you trying to lecture me even though you're just a housemaid? Have you forgotten that I told you not to do that? Anyways, after my tutoring session, I'll be studying with some friends at a restaurant, okay? I'll probably be back at 10. As always, don't get in the bath until after I do.
Hey now, why is it always I have to be the last one to bathe? I want to take a bath after I get home from work.
Why would a maid be allowed to bathe first? Until Dad and I finish, you're not allowed.
Stop this right now. When are you gonna acknowledge me as a family member? I've been so patient with thinking that you'd open your heart to me, but you've only gotten worse with your behavior towards me. I can't stand this for much longer.
Ha! That's your fault. You were the one who decided to go through that turmoil for no reason. I have no intention of seeing you as anything other than a housemaid.
How horrible!
You should just hurry up and accept that you're nothing more than a housemaid. A housemaid shouldn't complain when they have money taken from their wallet. They should be last to bathe, and won't eat dinner at the same table as I do. You need to live the life of a maid and get used to it.
I see. I really did try my best to get along with you. I see these 3 months were nothing to you.
If you're not happy, then maybe you should just leave. You can get a divorce and leave this house.
What?
Ha! Just kidding. You could never do something like that. I mean, you finally got married, plus Dad is pretty good looking, so I guess you don't want to leave him. You couldn't get anybody else's attention, so you went for a man with a child already, right?
You're kidding, right? Is that how you've thought of me this entire time?
That's literally the only thought I have about you, besides being a housemaid. A hag like you would never want to get a divorce from a handsome man like my dad. So if that's the case, then stop complaining. Be a good housemaid for me, okay?
Jackson, I'm at my limit with Stacy. Could you do something about her?
What's wrong, Ashley? Stacy is just a high schooler who's in a little rebellious stage. She'll warm up to you eventually.
I thought so as well, but I can't do this anymore. Plus, Stacy already told me herself that she has no thoughts about changing her behavior towards me.
Wait, really?
I don't think I can live together as a family. Recently, the idea of divorce has been frequenting my mind.
What?
So, could you try to do something about this situation with her? I won't make a fuss about being on friendly terms with her, but I want to live here normally and not be treated as a housemaid. So please, help out.
Even if you ask me to do something, I feel like I would just be making things worse if I intervened. I think it's best for you guys to sort this out.
Even though your wife is telling you that she's had enough, you still refuse to do anything? Even though it's getting to the point of divorce?
Then divorce me. We just got together, but whatever.
Huh?
I'll go get the divorce papers soon.
Hang on. You're just gonna accept that? You're okay with getting a divorce?
Yeah, I'm fine with it. If we get divorced, I'll just find another woman to marry.
Are you serious? You're not willing to help out a wife in need of help? You're just cruel for flat out agreeing to a divorce.
Well, yeah, but I don't feel like dealing with this stuff. A man should never stick his nose into a fight between women. Duh.
Fine. So that's how it is then. You could just pretend that I'm not being treated as a maid and help out when I'm in need. There's no point in staying together then.
Just make sure you have the property distribution done correctly, okay?
Uh-huh.
You make more money than I do on a yearly basis. Man, it's nice to marry a girl who works hard.
Wait, you only married me for money? That's what it sounds like to me.
Of course your personality was part of the reason, but the money was the bigger reason.
What?
Anyway, I'll go get the papers. I'll already have my name signed, so just sign yours when you really want to get a divorce.
Could you leave now? You're no longer needed in this house.
Huh? I just saw Dad walking with a super pretty lady earlier. They were eating dinner together too. There's no way that's not a date. What did you just say? From afar, it kinda looked like Mom. I guess Dad really has a type, which is the complete opposite of you. How cruel. I thought it was suspicious that he easily agreed to getting a divorce. I see why now. He already had somebody else.
What? You guys already talked about getting a divorce? That's so funny. Well, if that's the case, then hurry up and leave already. You're no longer needed here. You're almost done moving out yet, hag?
I was just about to leave.
Freedom at last. For a housemaid, you were pretty annoying to say the least. Gosh, it was hard to breathe with you around.
In the end, you still call me a housemaid. Well, as your mother, I'll say this. Karma's gonna get you. What goes around must come back around, and you'll soon get your due.
You're not even my mother and you're still trying to lecture me? Just shut up and get out of here.
Hey Ashley, what are you doing divorcing me all of a sudden? Why'd you leave?
Huh? You were the one who said I could. So I took your word for it and signed the papers. So go ahead and enjoy your life with that woman who you were with earlier.
What?
Stacy told me everything already. You were happily enjoying your date with a really pretty lady. Not to mention, she looks kinda like your ex-wife. You only agreed to divorce me that easily because you have her, right?
Well, you see, what had happened is...
I'm so over both of you and your daughter. Enjoy your life with that lady.
That's impossible. She isn't someone who looks like my ex-wife. She is my ex-wife. She just rejected me.
Huh?
At first, I thought it was someone who looked like her as well. The cafe I've been going to recently has an employee who looks like my ex-wife, so I traded numbers with her and started texting every day. We went out on a date today, and that was when I realized that it was actually my ex.
Are you serious? You couldn't tell until the date? That's your ex-wife, though.
She had a different hairstyle and wore a mask when she was working. I really couldn't tell it was her, even though she recognized me immediately.
What?
She apparently heard from someone that I got remarried and decided to accept going out with me on purpose. She called me out for still being a cheater. The worst date ever.
Wait, let me get this straight. You guys got a divorce because she cheated on you, right? Yet she called you out for being unfaithful? This isn't adding up at all.
I'm sorry. I was lying about that. It's actually the other way around. I was extremely unfaithful throughout my previous marriage. She got sick of it and left me.
What?
Stacy was on my side and coldly told her mother that she's being too dramatic over something like cheating. She caused my ex-wife to leave the both of us.
Wait, so you guys have been playing with me the entire time? Hiding the real reason for your divorce and setting me up as the maid from the start? Even going as far to go for my money as well? You both are horrible people.
Please, Ashley, rethink the divorce. I'll be sure to tell Stacy to knock it off with the housemaid stuff.
Don't be ridiculous. Just because your potential next wife plan failed doesn't mean you should be acting like this. You divorce me but get my money. Get back together with your pretty ex-wife. All that went down the drain, it must suck for you. Thanks for leaving so fast. Now, we just wait for my dad to marry that mom lookalike. I'm not worried though. Dad will easily get married again. He's way too handsome not to. Your handsome father just got rejected, so you guys are back to the life with just the two of you. Wait, he got rejected? Turns out that she was actually your mother, and your father didn't notice and got rejected. You're lying. I don't believe you. Ask your dad for more details about it. Our divorce got approved, so I'm no longer your mother. I never want to go near a father and their child who would hide the real reason they got divorced in the first place. Ugh! So you ended up finding out, huh? I'm not even mad at you both. I'm just so over it. Never show your faces ever again. Bye. Why would I? Dad will find another person easily. You can just leave your money and go. I'm expecting a lot of money from you. Huh? You got a divorce, so you're gonna have to pay for it. Even though you were just a housemaid, you were written as my mother. So of course, you're gonna have to pay for childcare. Dad told me that you have a lot of money despite your age, but thanks to property distribution, half of that is going to us. Like father, like daughter, huh? I have no need to pay for childcare, and don't plan on paying much for property distribution either. My assets don't count within that marriage. Wait, really? I don't know if you're really smart or really dumb, honestly. You guys both don't know anything about that stuff, and yet try to play me like a con artist. What do you mean it's not covered? Even if you guys were married for a few months, that should count for something. That's just how it is. Assets before marriage don't count at all. property distribution only counts towards those few months I was married to your father as well.
What?
Plus, while we did get our marriage license, I never claimed you as my child, so I have no need to pay for childcare. That's all you get from me after this.
So we won't get any money from the divorce?
Yep, you're practically getting nothing. If anything, you're probably gonna have to leave that house as well.
Huh?
We all moved to that house as a family, right? I paid for every single month of rent for that house, so your father is supposed to be paying me. Although, I think the price is a bit too high for him. I mean, the rent is $3,000 a month, which is impossible for a person who makes less than me to pay for.
$3,000 a month? That house is that expensive?
It's a really good area, which is an easy amount for someone like me to get paid $20,000 a year. I think your father is gonna struggle a bit on this one.
Wait. You're making that much money?
Yep. So for a hag like me, I have so much money saved.
That can't be true. I heard you were making a decent amount, but not this much. You're practically rich.
I'll be going back to living a peaceful, rich, and single life without rude daughters and unfaithful husbands.
Hang on, Ashley. I have a feeling we're gonna be able to get along really well. Even if we aren't bound by blood, I think we really can be a family.
Uh-huh.
So come back, Ashley. Everything I was doing before was just me being rebellious, but that's all done now. I'll get along with you.
Wow, you suck at acting. Well, even if it wasn't, you're too late anyways. Have fun with your dad. Goodbye. After not being able to afford rent, I heard that they moved to a rundown apartment. Jackson started looking for a wife again, but even for a good-looking man, having 2 strikes on a marriage is a bit suspicious. After not getting attention from anybody, he probably got really annoyed, leading him to be more aggravated towards Stacy. Apparently, they don't even eat dinner together anymore. Since being forced to handle all the chores, Stacy finally started to regret her previous actions. She sincerely apologized to me over text about everything, although I completely ignored it. Hopefully this will help her grow even more as a person.